Baby, let me tell you about them narcissists. It's a lot to them, but I'm going to try to narrow it down. The first thing you need to know about narcissists is that they lie. They lie. And I mean, they lie like no other. Always have a lie locked and loaded like a bullet in the chamber. They're always going to deny it. Even when you catch them red-handed, they're going to deny it. It doesn't matter. You can have proof in their face and they're still going to deny it until their tongue turns blue. Fun fact about narcissists, they always tend to tell on themselves. They always project. So whatever they accuse you of, baby, they either are heavily considering it, currently doing it, or about to do it in the very near future. It's one of the three. But typically, if a narcissist is accusing you of something and saying that you're doing something, they're already doing it. When it comes down to a narcissist trusting, they'll never trust. Reason being is because they don't trust themselves. So they go from one end feeling like they're God and they're grandiose and they're bigger than life. And then it's in other instances where they feel so low. They feel so, lonely. They feel so insecure. They feel so fragile. They feel so weak. Okay, so it's a lot of the things and malicious and sadistic things that they do. They do it in order to feel bigger. And I don't know about every single narcissist, but every one of them that I came across is a cheater. They have an issue with cheating and they have an issue with being faithful. They feel like faithfulness and being, obligated and dedicated to one thing, they look at that as boring. So that's why a lot of them don't succeed in marriage. A lot of them leech on and they're always looking for a supply. And 9 times out of 10, if they're with you because you supply them with their energy. You make them feel larger than life at times. You make them feel like a king at times. You cater to them in a certain way that they like. You stroke their ego in a certain way that they like. You submit to them in a certain way that they like. And that's what's keeping them around. And that's what's causing them to keep you around. But don't be fooled. They are always looking for the next supply. They never stop looking for a supply. And when I say they looking for a supply, they can be looking for a supply when they on a date with you. Have you ever noticed going on a date and they leave you? Or they walk in front of you? Or they ventured off and left and went to another place or went to another area?
And when they walk off and go to another area, they do that to appear single.
Sometimes their little malicious and sadistic ways will surface. But you'll mistake it because you're constantly getting love bombed. You'll mistake it as, he cares for me. He cares for me. He really don't play about me. Oh my God. And then it'll happen. He don't want you talking to this guy. He doesn't want you talking to this guy. He wants you to delete this person. He wants you to walk away from this person. Then it's going to get to the point where if it's not your family, if it's not your dad, if it's not your son, that you can't talk to him. Even if it's a cousin that he doesn't like, even if it's a cousin or a brother that may pose a threat to what he's trying to do with you, or even if it's a male figure that may come in between what he's trying to do and the way that he's trying to control you, he'll secretly, slyly try to forbid you to speak with them, isolate you and get you over to another corner of the earth to get you in a place where they can control you. That's what they do. In this love bombing phase, they're going to move fast. And I mean fast. They're going to get in the relationship with you. They're not going to wait, especially if they really feel insecure about who they are. They're going to try to do whatever they can to lock you down. They're going to try to marry you. They're going to try to get you pregnant in some type of way. Whatever they can possibly do, they will do it. So beware of that. Also, beware of what you share with them, because what you share with them can be ammo. Okay, be careful what you share on your social media. Be careful how transparent you are. Be careful how open you are, because if they feel like you have something that they want or something that they can benefit off of, then they're gonna try to get you. Period, point blank. So be careful. At the drop of a dime, they'll stop. They'll stop giving you anything. They'll stop giving you attention. They'll stop caring. They'll take jabs at your ego. They'll take jabs at your insecurities. They'll point out imperfections. They'll capitalize on those imperfections. And I mean, they'll magnify them like with a magnifying glass and make it as if a huge thing that's really a turn off for them. They'll talk up on themselves bigger. They'll be like, well, you really ain't gonna find no guy just like me, that loves you like this, that accepts you like you are. You ain't gonna find nobody like this. You ain't gonna find nobody making the money that I make, doing this, doing that. You ain't gonna find nobody to love you like this. You got some with that real grandiose type of attitude that'll talk to you about other women, that'll tell you about other women that's trying to get at them. Sometimes them women don't even be getting at them like that. Sometimes they be lying. Sometimes they twist the story to try to capitalize on your insecurities. Sometimes they do this. You know, they're so malicious and calculating and crazy. Sometimes they'll say stuff like this. You know, I really like you with your hair, with your natural hair. I really like you when you don't wear all that makeup. You know, I like natural. I don't really like you to wear makeup. You know, I like your natural face, your natural beauty. I like your hair, you know, the way it is. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even got to put on all this stuff, all that dress and stuff. You don't have to do none of that. You don't have to do none of that. Just wear a t-shirt and jeans. Just wear a t-shirt and jeans. You look good in it. That's how they'll tell you. When really, they don't want you to get no attention. They don't want you to do or look the way that you looked when they were chasing after you. Okay? They don't want you to be getting attention of no other man. That's really what it is. They try to dim your light. They try to bring you down. Now, I'm not saying that every man is like this. I'm talking about those narcissistic, calculating sons of that I'm talking about. That's who I'm talking about. That's what they do. And that's how they do it. Child, and also during this devaluing stage, don't ever quit your job. Girl, don't you quit your 9 to 5. Don't you quit that job. Don't you quit that job. And disclaimer, I'm making it to where the narcissist or the narc is a man, but women can be narcissists too. Women can be narcissists too. So the woman can be going through the same thing and doing the same thing. Okay? What else can I tell y'all about them? Oh, baby. And they live a double life. They live a double life, child. And guess what? Probably their best friend or the person that's close to them know it too. And there'll be a certain way with their wife, and there'll be a certain way when they alone. You hear me? They always have a double life. They know that and their family and friends know it. Their family and friends know they ain't shit. Oh, and don't let me get started. They will blame you for their failure. If they don't succeed in life, if they don't do something in life, they'll blame you for it. Girl, and they could be just sitting on their ass on the game all damn day. They could be sitting on the couch all day for 8 hours, for 12 hours a day. They could be spending their money like clockwork. They could not be contributing to their own future. But I guarantee you that if you stay with them, if they're with you, if they call themselves associated with you, that they will blame you for them not succeeding in life. They will blame you for their future not being what it needs to be. When you know for a fact that they haven't done anything to contribute to their own future. They're a contradiction. They'll sit up and tell you that you can come to them, that you can ask them for anything. Just ask me for anything, baby. I'm your husband. Just come to me for anything. That's what I'm here for. When have I ever told you no? When have I ever told you no? Then when you finally go to them and ask them for something, it's World War III. It's World War III you ask them for something. They want you to need them, but they don't ever want you to need them. And don't let me get started on the children. Girl, they are dead beats. They are dead beats. Most of them are dead beat dads and moms. Deadbeats. I'm serious. They try to use the kids as pawns. They try to use the kids as a source of control. They're all about perception, and they want to be able to look like the good guy in the end. They'll treat you like crap behind closed doors, but out in the public on social media, it's a different story. They'll portray themselves as being this all-American good guy. I do the word. I give the word to my wife. I do this, I do that. I did this, I did that. Knowing they ain't did none of it. Knowing they ain't did none of it, child. They like to do things for what it represents. They get married knowing they're not going to be faithful, but they get married for what the marriage represents. The marriage represents stability for them. The marriage is a good look for them. So that's why they go and get married. They have no intentions of being faithful. They'll never stop looking for a supply. They'll never stop looking for the next thing or the next source of energy or the next piece of pussy They'll never stop looking. So that's why I'm telling you. They do things for the image. They like to have a big house. They want a big, huge house. They want a nice, fly, fancy car. They want to have a good job, or what seems to be a good job, generating this, generating money, generating this, because of what it stands for. Because it looks like they're stable, when really they're fragile. They're fickle. They flip from hot to cold. They have no stability whatsoever, especially not in their mind. So they like to achieve it in any way that they can, with ideals and with vision and with, manipulating what other people see, when it's so far from the truth. If you notice, sometimes your narcissist, they'll buy you a huge ring. That ain't no representation of their love. That's a representation of what it stands for. The hugest ring, so to make sure the next man see the ring. So the next man can know, hands off. So the next person can know, hands off. And so other women can see it. So their new supply can see it. So the people on their social media can see it. Girl, they'll isolate you. They'll take you out of town. They'll move you 100 miles away from your family and make you feel like the only person you got in the world is them. They'll want you to get rid of all your friends. They don't want you to have no friends. They don't want you to have nobody that could possibly pose a threat and make you wake up and smell the coffee. Ooh, and they'll be down on your spirituality too. They'll make you seem like you're not saved. They'll make it seem like God don't hear your prayers and God hears theirs. If you get one of them ones that really claim to be spiritual, they'll draw you so far away from God. It's pitiful. Nearly all of them have childhood trauma. All of them either got mommy issues or daddy issues. All. And if you attractive and you more attractive than your narc, they'll make you pay for it every single day. They'll try to devalue you. That way, even if you are attractive, you won't feel attractive. And you remember how I was telling you how they was talking about, ooh, you just wear a t-shirt and jeans. Oh, you ain't got to put on no makeup. Oh, you ain't got to wear that. You ain't got to do all that. Just put this on. They trying to dumb you on down and dim your light. Oh, but let's say you do wear that outfit, or you do fix your face up, and you do wear your hair a certain type of way, and you do look good going out with them. Let's say you do that. Oh, it's World War III. They ain't gonna go for that. Y'all promise they'll be mad at you on the car ride home. They'll pick out anything. You disrespecting me like this. You looking out, got all these men looking at you. You looking at all these men. You doing all this stuff for attention. You doing all this. They'll make it like it's just this huge thing because you look good that night and because you got attention. They'll make it like it's just this horrible, like, betrayal. Like it's just, oh my God, like, oh, she betrayed me by looking good and getting the eyes and attention of other men. How dare you? How dare you? But you best believe they're trying to get the attention of other women. That's why they walk in front of you. That's why they don't hold the doors for you. That's why they trying to move and maneuver over to another area so they can get the attention and catch the eye of another woman. Hence, projection. They're projecting onto you like they don't trust you, even though they don't trust themselves. They know that they're going out to find another supply. They know that they're always on the lookout. They're always scouting. They're always trying to figure out who's going to be next. And they assume and they project that you're doing the same thing. That's why they'll never trust, because they can never trust themselves.